Today is Tuesday, the 4th of March 2025, and I do believe my cat wants to walk past the camera. Here she is. Go on. And once again, the situation with the Uyghurs in China, in Xinjiang province, this is the northwest of the country, where the people who are pro-CCP, who live in China, would show videos like this depicting life in Urumqi, which is the capital of Xinjiang. But at the same time, they won't show you the videos of how hostile the police are to Uyghurs in that area. And around the world, there are constant protests related to the plight of the Uyghurs in Xinjiang, saying they're being locked up in concentration camps, etc., etc. And many TV reporters have been there and shown you the compounds or the outside of the compounds, where they call them re-educational camps. Basically, a concentration camp, basically prison. So this is the thing. Who are you going to believe? A Western guy who lives in China, is really happy, has a comfortable life, reads the Chinese newspapers and thinks the Western media is a load of bullshit, for example? Or are you going to believe the people who have their husband or their father or their daughter locked up in a concentration camp and haven't seen them for years and years? And the government of China was saying they're not locked up, they're just being re-educated into the Chinese way of life. They say that there is no evidence of these concentration camps or what happens inside these camps. But we have the people, the Uyghurs, who have their brothers and sisters who may be there that they haven't seen for years and years. And there seems to be a lot of them who have this situation. So who would you believe? Someone who shows the downtown of Urumqi, the capital of Xinjiang, saying, look at it, it's very modern. They're not exactly going to put a prison there. And a lot of people have given these people the coordinates of these concentration camps. There have been people who've climbed mountains to go and see the concentration camp, and you can find them all on YouTube and on Twitter. They've done some exploring related to it, while the government, the Chinese government, will promote this area to come as a tourist. So what they're doing is an old tactic, hiding in plain sight. So you go to Urumqi, you go to Kashgar, the tourist destinations of that area, you're going to be downtown, everyone's friendly, everyone's happy. They may be Uyghur, but they're like CCP Uyghur. That's a big statement in itself. But they will just deny everything to you, when the actual evidence from people who had their brothers and sisters locked up in one of these camps is overwhelming. Away from that, some people say that they may be used for cheap labor. And let's have a look at some of the living accommodation when you do work in a factory and they do supply the accommodation for you. As I quite often say, it's food for thought. There's one side versus the other. The side who is pro-CCP, they won't show you the pictures of the negative things. They may have been there and they may have driven around the area, but Xinjiang is the size of Turkey. It's massive. And they would deliberately avoid some of the sensitive areas, and they would just go down the tourist track with that. So, who to believe? The masses or some of the Westerners who live in China who would just amplify the CCP narrative? God bless to all. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.